everybody? This is First Round Stoppage podcast brought to you by Daily Strike Media Group. My name is Mat Astacio. I'm your host today, and I'm here with ThinkFit, Team ThinkFit for the Battle Crew Grappling Tournament that's going to be taking place next Saturday night at Fight Night Fury. We've interviewed two of the teams already, and I'm here with the team number 3. We're going to get a really cool interview talking about the promotion, talking about the grappling tournament coming up next weekend, talking about some of their backgrounds and all that good stuff, learning a little bit about the competitors that are going to be getting after it next Saturday. So I'm here with ThinkFit. We got Bill Jr., right? and Blake Klassman. These guys are all stand-up jiu-jitsu guys, awesome grapplers, really high skill level. So I'm excited to interview them today and kind of get a little bit more of their background and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and start with you, Blake. Mm-hmm. You're gonna lead the way.
Okay.
Name, affiliation, rank, and years of jiu-jitsu experience. Why don't you go tell everybody?
So my name is Blake Klassman. I've been training with Serafin Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm a black belt under him, and I've been training for just under 8 years.
Nice, awesome. Cool.
Yeah, man.
And you go ahead, Bill.
My name is William Hill Jr., and I am a purple belt. I've been training since I was in 6th grade, and I'm 21 now.
Nice.
I wish that was me.
Right? Don't we all? Start earlier the better. Go ahead.
My name is Bill Hill. I'm a black belt under Asu Havard from Champion Jiu-Jitsu. I've been training for a long time. I think Jiu-Jitsu, I've been probably 18 years.
Wow.
So, yeah.
It's a long time. It's a lot of experience.
Exactly. And I'm 23, so how that work?
There you go. Shout out. Had to do it. All right, well, thank you guys for coming on. I really appreciate it. We're here at LifeZone 360 right now, where the event's actually going to be taking place. We're inside the ring that the Muay Thai fights are going to be had, and there's going to be a stage, obviously, for the grappling side. But I was really excited to get you guys in here. So again, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come hang out with me, talk a little shit about jiu-jitsu.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I'm really excited about this concept and the whole promotion, the way it's put together. Team grappling fascinates me, so I'm really excited to commentate for it and be a part of it like this. So I'm going to go ahead and go through some questions with you guys each individually, more personal, tailored towards jiu-jitsu and kind of your jiu-jitsu journey, if you will. So I'm going to go ahead and start with you again, Blake. We're just going to go down the line.
Yep.
So first question is reason for starting jiu-jitsu. What made you start jiu-jitsu or martial arts or grappling?
Well, so I started wrestling when I was in high school.
Okay.
I battled with a shoulder issue, so it was kind of hard for me I was like on and off the mat, but I didn't really quite get what I wanted out of wrestling. Like I got like a good base from wrestling, but I just wanted something more. And then I found jiu-jitsu. My friend Jake introduced me to jiu-jitsu, and I was just like, it was basically everything that I wanted out of grappling, right? It was like ability to just, basically beat the crap out of each other, and like you still do that in wrestling, but it's like, it's just different, like once wrestling hits the ground, like I'm not as much of a fan of like how like, the system of wrestling works and stuff like that. I mean, there's still some great techniques and stuff, but, I just took the stand-up material from there and just got the base from the wrestling background and just applied it to jiu-jitsu, and I just love training. There's just so many benefits, physical benefits, mental benefits, everything.
Absolutely.
I can go on and on, but I'll let that just kind of stop there.
I know. Sometimes I have to cut myself short.
I know.
I can talk about this stuff all day.
I know. Same here.
I can relate. I have a wrestling background too, and I think that's a good foundation and everything.
Yeah.
But like you said, I mean, to your point, once you get to the ground, it's like just points, and there's a technique behind it. Whereas to jiu-jitsu, it's just survival. It's going for submissions. It's finishing your opponent. So I like that aspect.
It's like wrestling. When you're on the ground, your weapons are always facing away from your opponent because you try to turtle, right? But with jiu-jitsu, you want your weapons to face your opponents, so then it's it's a little bit more dynamic, and so
you limit yourself with wrestling. I mean, I love wrestling. I grew up doing it, but it's like a whole other world when you start to grapple in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
All right, so William, you're next. I'm gonna get that right. I'm gonna stop calling you Bill because I notice every time I call you Bill, you say William.
Yeah, I like William.
William? All right, cool. So what about you? What would you say your reason for starting grappling jiu-jitsu? What's like the underlying cause of that? Is that your initial sport? Is that what you started doing?
I mean, as a kid, I was in like Taekwondo, Hapkido.
Yeah.
But I didn't get far in those. I didn't get far in those. Mm-hmm. Like I didn't get high belts. I went up to like orange belts,
of course,
or whatever. And then my dad always took me to the gym, and he used to teach at this Hapkido place, and he taught jiu-jitsu there. So I used to always roll with him and other guys, and I liked the fact that I could roll against bigger guys, and there was less of a rule set.
Yes.
Because I could win I could actually come off the
Absolutely.
ground and do something different than everybody else, because I could use my athleticism and my speed and just kind of goof off in a way. You know, just be playful with it and actually win and survive. So,
yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So you just started really young and just kind of developed.
And it's really fun beating up bigger guys, especially guys like over 200 pounds that are like meatheads and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
When you're just
like
a
the
little
man
kid
sitting right next to you.
Hey, I'm still doing that to this day. I'm about to tap him soon. Trust me.
Oh, snap!
Facts.
That's your biggest competition right there.
I'm telling you, that's
like a younger version of yourself, essentially.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm pretty though.
Hey, just get the rounds in, get the experience. We'll see how pretty you are when you're his age. But I can also relate with that. That's I started really young, and again, just developmental, and just kind of learning as you go. And I'm small as well, so beating up on big guys is fun, especially when you're small your whole life. Like I tried football when I was in high school, and I was getting smashed by guys. In jiu-jitsu, those same people, it wouldn't be a match. You know what I mean? So I definitely find thrill in being smaller and being able to beat your opponent or submit your opponent, even though he's 100 pounds heavier.
Yeah, but I mean now it's like the movement aspect, the actual movement, human movement. It's just so gorgeous and beautiful.
Absolutely.
That's why I still do it to this day.
Hell yeah. That's another big piece of it. I mean, it's almost like it's choreographed and it's strategic, and like you're playing chess with your body essentially. So it's a really cool concept. So you can go ahead and give me your reason for starting. This is
hey, before I give you my reason what I do is I want to. Your dad sounds amazing. I'm just saying, he sounds amazing.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy.
No, basically, my journey goes way back. Okay, I was in the military. It goes even back farther than that. I wrestled, but I went to a school where I was an awkward kid.
Try to keep that.
I went to a school where I was an awkward kid. Not very, how do I say this, athletic.
Yes.
Overweight.
Okay.
And everything like that. And I joined the wrestling team, and I was not a bad wrestler, but no one showed me how to wrestle.
Yeah.
So the coaches, when I went in, they had their varsity lineup the first day already made.
Okay.
So how do you do that, first of all? Because there's no wrestle-offs, there's no challenges.
Huh,
so I was like, But anyway, so I stuck with that for that year. Then I withdrew myself from wrestling and things like that. And I said, you know what, though? But I love the idea of wrestling.
Yes.
So what I did is I found something. So I did as bad as I could in school that year. So I could transfer to another school.
Oh, wow.
I hate to say it. So I transferred to another school, West Aurora High School, Blackhawk, thank you. But I went there, and the coaches saw something in me. And I actually started training myself. That's where I got into the fitness lifestyle, and I had to figure it out. I didn't want to be that chubby kid, so I figured it out. Okay, and when I figured it out, then with that, my passion for being successful grew. And the West Aurora coaches were just awesome, and that's why I said that's why I wanted to be a coach, because they made such a positive impact on my life.
Absolutely.
I want to give that to others.
100%.
And I mean, it's all about the results, and it's not about, hey, what you're doing today, it's what I'm going to have you doing tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. And it's all about growth. And one thing that I show people how to grow. Absolutely. And when I say grow, if your object is to shrink, you shrink. Yeah. Okay, but when I say grow as a person.
Yep.
Okay, grow spiritually, grow mentally, grow physically.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, let's fast forward. I went to the military. Okay, and I was there, and I was pretty good. I was in the Area 1 championships for wrestling in Korea.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And I won the championships.
Oh, wow.
But then the All Army was coming the next month, and I was PCSing, changing duty stations, because I was already there for a year.
Oh, okay.
But I could have extended and tried out for All Army, but I did not. So I just went back to Texas, and I thought All Army would go there, but they didn't go there.
Okay.
So I just went into some local USA wrestlings and stuff like that, state championships and things. Anyway, long story short, I got out of the military, and I was sitting at home, and I was like, you know what? I was watching wrestling tapes of me wrestling, and I was like, oh, the good old days.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, I'm 25. I was like, there's got to be something more I can do,
More
So
good
it's
old
like,
days
exactly.
coming.
So you know what? And this man has a plan for everybody. So what happened was, there was a thing online, and one of the fight promoters was like, we're looking for a heavyweight fighter to fight this, that, and the other thing. I never heavyweight fought. I just thought I was tough.
Yeah.
So anyway, I get this phone call from a well-known, I don't drop names, so from a well-known promoter. He's like, hey, yeah, we chose you. We don't normally do this, but we want you to come fight.
Oh, wow.
So I did, and I fought an individual who was a little bigger than me, and it was Return of the Heavyweight, so you guys can look it up. But I just did my wrestling thing. I put him to the cage, and I'm doing this, and he kneed me in the head, and I was like, pfft. He kneed me in the head again. I was like, pfft. Third time, I was like, wait, you can only take so many knees.
Yeah, seriously.
So anyway, I ended up getting rear naked choked. I didn't know anything about jiu-jitsu. I didn't know anything about anything like that. I immediately got out of the ring and I said, you know what?
Need to learn that.
Yeah, thank you. So then I went to a jiu-jitsu school. Awesome. And I started learning. And I traveled all over because I didn't know where I wanted to find,
100%.
And then I got good at it. And then I actually fought Asu Havard's one of his students.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I tapped him out with a rear naked choke.
Oh, nice.
And then Asu, I was working at a sporting goods store. And Asu happens to roll into my sporting goods store and I sell him some stuff.
Okay.
And he invites me to his gym. And then since that day on, my life has just changed.
Yeah.
And as far as like fighting, I fought all over the place. I fought, for world championships. I've won titles. I've done this, that, and the other thing. And I'm not done yet.
Yeah.
And then it's just, but jiu-jitsu, it opens up things.
Absolutely.
Wrestling was my passion, and I'm a great wrestler. Mm-hmm. But the thing is in wrestling, you're trying to go 110% all the time. In jiu-jitsu, I can slow it down just a little bit.
Absolutely.
I can slow it down if I need a rest, I can slow it down a little bit. But then I can go back to it.
Absolutely.
And that's what I love about it. But with a wrestler, I teach a lot of just jiu-jitsu players too. It's hard to teach them the explosiveness that you need sometimes.
Yes.
Not all the time.
Yep.
But sometimes you need that. Does that make sense?
It's perfect. Yeah, you've got to be able to gauge it.
Yeah.
It's like a dial.
100%.
And, especially with jiu-jitsu, you have that opportunity to dial back a little bit.
Yep.
Go backwards. Like I do it sometimes. I'm like passing the guard. Someone's locking up in my half guard. I go back. You go backwards to get rid of that half guard and pass. You know, so it's like you can really take a step back. Whereas in wrestling, you're right. It's just straight ahead.
Yep.
And you know what? Honestly, though, I think that aspect of wrestling is good for jiu-jitsu as well in certain aspects because you're just like you're a pit bull. You just keep going forward no matter what.
That's why a lot of wrestlers are good MMA fighters. It's one of the best backgrounds to come from because you have that lion heart, sort of mentality.
100%.
Where it's like you just don't stop, know. Whereas like sometimes you get just jiu-jitsu guys that try MMA and they think it's gonna be, like
laid back,
like MMA, and it's like
beautiful.
Some guys, like Ryan Hall can get away with crap like that because he's obviously on another level, but it's not. You see most guys, really good wrestlers, even if they don't have good jiu-jitsu, just good takedown defense.
Yep, exactly.
And good enough striking
good
to keep
hips,
the distance.
Space, all of that stuff goes a long way. Like I said, just that engine. Like I roll with guys who've never wrestled before and they're just done jiu-jitsu and they're like, man, you don't stop.
Right.
Yeah, that's wrestling right there, man. Like,
yeah, dude.
I just keep going. But well, I'm glad that you're not stopping now because you're going to be. We were looking for a show on Saturday night, so really excited to see you get out there.
Yep.
Still at it, still going hard.
100%.
So I'm going to ask you guys another round of questions here again.
Sure.
Still keeping it personal about jiu-jitsu.
Gotcha.
So starting with you, Blake.
Okay.
What do you prefer, gi or no gi?
It's a fun question. So when I first started jiu-jitsu, I did not like the gi because I came from wrestling. I was like, get this crap off of me. Like, I don't want people grabbing me. You're slowing me down. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. But then the more and more I trained in the gi and the more I learned how to use the gi and the gi became in my favor, then I started to prefer the gi. Yeah. But now, like, after all the years of training, it's just I have my gi, I have my gi game, and I have my no-gi game, right? A lot of time, most of the time, like at our school, we do heel hooks, gi, and no-gi, which is pretty taboo, in other schools, but, that's just the way we train, but like, if someone comes to our school, like, we're not going to heel hook them in the gi unless they want to, or, if we teach our students, that's not the way, a lot of schools train. So to answer your question, it's both. I don't really have a preference just because, I like doing a lot of leg game too, and that's no-gi, but, I feel like if you were to ask me my strongest game, I would say probably my gi game, but if you were to ask my preference, I'd say no preference. Yeah. I just feel like I perform generally better in the gi, but,
Cool. That's awesome, man.
Yep.
What about you, William?
I enjoy both.
Yeah?
Yeah, cool. I enjoy both.
Do you train one more than the other, or pretty equally, or what?
Equally. Okay. I like gi because gi I can do a lot more things.
Yes.
And
it's more of a chess match.
Yeah. It is. It really is. Yeah. And it slows things down. I can use more of my wrestling in no-gi.
Yes.
So I enjoy no-gi too.
Absolutely. Awesome. What about you, Bill?
Basically, when I first started, I wrestled so much that I didn't want to wear a gi.
Of course,
And then, like, when they started pulling it over my head, I was like, I'm claustrophobic. I was like, oh, good Lord, what's going on? So, but then as I started getting into it and I started to understand, you have to understand the gi. Yeah. The gi is a tool.
Yeah,
Does that make sense? And if you use the tool correctly, good things happen.
Hell yeah.
If you don't know how to use that tool, bad things happen.
Yes.
You know, so it's
I
like
call the gi the training wheels.
Yes, seriously.
It's kind of like when you do no gi after doing gi, it's taking the training wheels off and everything transfers. But I feel like a good, well-rounded grappler should have a good gi game.
Absolutely.
For sure.
So.
But yeah, like I said, I just got my black belt under Asu Havard, and you know, I'm very comfortable in the gi. So it's just, what do you want to do? You know, usually when I go to a tournament, I go gi and no gi, just for the simple fact that, you know, I mean, I paid my money, so I want to get as many, you know, matches in as possible. So, but
try to keep that.
Yeah,
right,
so
right
so I don't.
Yeah,
I'll get in there. But I don't really have a preference.
Yeah.
So
cool.
That's about it.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm kind of on the same boat as all you guys. I wrestled too, so no-gi is like more natural for me, and I enjoy it more because it's like, I feel like there's more opportunities to like scramble and move around. Like sometimes you're stuck in jiu-jitsu. Like you just can't break the grip, and you're like sitting there like.
Sometimes when you're too sweaty though, it turns not in your favor because then nothing happens. You guys are just slipping, sliding, and it's like
every submission you go for, you're just lost.
Yeah,
but generally you can move a little bit more freely. No-gi, it's a little less, bogging you down. But if you understand the chess match, it should be relatively the same. So.
Absolutely, yeah. And then gi, I love gi. I actually like training gi more. Like I enjoy it more because, like you said, William, the attacks. There's so much more you can do with that gi. So it's a a love-hate relationship, I guess, or a back and forth. I prefer both as well. So again, the next round of questions is favorite submission. Position, any type of scrambling spot, entry, pass, anything like that.
Well, I generally my short answer is whatever they give me. Yeah. If you want like an act, I really like, I enjoy passing the guard and getting to a Kimura trap.
Okay.
That's kind of one of my favorite things because I feel like from that position, it's like an anchor for you to move however they react, right? You can either attack that arm, attack the triangle on the far side. You can attack the legs if you want to abandon everything. So
absolutely.
That's kind of like one of my target positions, that, and then like, eventually taking the back and just, going for your chokes and stuff like that. And the gi bow and arrow is my number one choke. It's my favorite thing to go for because it's easy. You just get one grip, you cut your angle, and you're there. Grab the pants or the collar, whatever you want to do. So, and then of course, I love, playing the leg game too.
Yeah. Like you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, but it depends, because it's, sometimes you just got to get on top and put pressure. Yep. I've learned too. So it's, sometimes it's not all playing footsies. So I think it's just a strong game, and I feel like, if you don't have a good leg lock defense, you should probably reevaluate your jiu-jitsu because, I mean, if you avoid leg locks, you avoid legs. It's like, if you compete for just one rule set, like if you're just IBJJF, like even if you're a brown or black belt, you can't do heel hooks. Yeah. And so like generally those guys don't have to worry about heel hooks, but then you watch like Herbert Santos goes and competes in Russia and gets heel hooked by some brown belt. And it's just like,
exactly.
So I feel like,
unprepared.
Yeah. So, whatever they give me.
Absolutely. I think that's really the best answer.
I guess that's,
What about you, William?
I've always naturally took the back a lot easier than everything else.
Yeah.
Now I do a lot of triangles.
Oh, really?
Which is really interesting.
Nice.
It's a total different kind of attack.
Yeah, absolutely. But, especially it's like more, it's less aggressive.
Yeah, less aggressive.
Back,
it's more sneaky. The setups are way more, technical and beautiful.
Absolutely.
When I could usually just kind of muscle somebody and then take their back and choke them out.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I have no preference.
Cool. Yeah. And you? Same thing?
Basically it's I don't have a preference. It's like he said. I call it Christmas. People give me things, okay? So when I create pressure, you're gonna hand me something, and I take that. I mean, I've subbed many people in all the tournaments and stuff that I've been in, and usually I don't use the same thing. Yeah. It's like because they do something different.
Yes.
But then you have an answer for it. And like I say, going back to what we were talking earlier, he was talking about chess. That's all it is.
Yep.
Is if I play you piece to piece, you're gonna win.
Yep.
If I play you a couple pieces ahead, a couple moves ahead, it's my game. And that's what I do. I look, what are you going to give me? What are you going to open up? What's going to open up?
Yep.
And I don't want to be that guy that, Bill, he always does this. And he always does that. It's like, I got everything and I want to throw it and I want to throw it.
Absolutely.
And if you I'm a big problem solver.
Yeah.
So if you can stop me, I'm going to do something else. And I'm going to do something else.
Yes.
And I'm going to do something else. Chain.
Yeah.
I'm going to chain it together.
It's that wrestling. Chain wrestling.
For sure.
That's awesome. I love that concept. I think that's like the foundation of jiu-jitsu. It's like there's no absolute technique. Nothing works 100% of the time. There's always an escape. It's like, so be creative. That's really what I think on the mat. Like that's one thing I try to advocate for the most is just being creative. You're rolling in a room full of guys that you're friends with, that if you actually choke and you just tap, they'll let it go. And then you don't have to worry about dying.
Right. Right.
So experiment, try new positions, try new things because to your point about the leg lock game, there's going to be a point in time where you're going to have to address the leg lock. So you might as well learn it, drill it, so that way when it does get locked onto your ankle or whatnot.
Bulletproof jiu-jitsu.
Exactly.
That's what you need.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for answering those more personal questions, guys.
Sure, man.
Really appreciate it. It's really cool getting some insight about what you guys prefer, just more background on you guys as competitors and whatnot, and athletes. But now let's go into the actual competition that's coming up. It's going to be next Saturday here at LifeZone. Doors open at 5 o'clock. The matches start at 5:30, and actually going to start with grappling. Okay. And then it's going to go into some Muay Thai fights afterwards. Amateur, low-level Muay Thai fights, which should be still really exciting, so I'm excited about those as well. But grappling, Battle Crew Grappling, this is run by them. Tristan Espiritu, my black belt instructor, put this thing together. What did you guys think when it was initially brought up? How did you guys find out about it, and what were your thoughts on the whole format, team grappling?
Well, I'll start with that because
Absolutely.
I was one that it was brought up to. Okay. Basically, Tristan called me. Okay. And we'll get to Tristan in a way. We competed against each other before. But,
nice.
Yeah, he called me and he said, "Hey, Bill, he's like, hey, you want to grapple? And it's Battle Crew Grappling, but we want you and your son." Yeah. And I was like, "Of course." He didn't have to tell me a date. He didn't have to tell me a time. I'm there.
Yeah,
okay. And then we had another one of my brown belts, Lorenzo Clark, was going to be in it with us. Yes. But he had to pull out. Yeah. So when he did, I was like, okay, well, let's do this. I got a lot of friends on Facebook. So I was like, who do I think, because I'm going to weigh about 205. Mm-hmm. He did be about 170, so I needed someone 180 and below. Okay. And I said, who do I think has game, and whose game do I appreciate?
Absolutely.
And the first name that popped in my head was this man.
Nice.
And I reached out to him. And you can check my Facebook feed. There's not one other message to someone else. Hey, could you do this?
Not cheating on you, man.
It's straight to this guy. And I was like, you know what? I like what you do. I saw him in Fight to Win a couple times and stuff like that, and we gave each other some daps and stuff. And I saw him out there, and he chokes the guy out and wins the belt. And I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
So I was like, hey, you want to join our team? I said, it's gonna be me and my son. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna do some work. And I said, but I would love to have you on that, because when we get our hand raised, I would like to see your smile.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
I'll crack one for you.
Exactly. But then BJ, he asked me, he's like, why'd you pick me, Dad? I said, I didn't. They gave me you. Yeah. I'm joking. But
you would have picked him anyway.
I would have picked him anyway. But he did ask, true story, he did ask me that. So, but go ahead.
What do you think about the whole team grappling concept? What did you think when he asked you to even come on?
When he asked me? Yeah. I mean, it's...
No-brainer.
Yeah, no-brainer. I'm going to do it no matter what.
Yeah.
And that's mostly just because I'm always down. But, and plus, he needs me.
Damn.
But no, the tournament itself just seems like a really good idea. Yeah. A really cool, interesting, kind of new thing. I've never heard of it, anything like it, so I'm glad I'm in here. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
We're the pioneers. We're the pioneers.
That's right.
Yep, that's right.
That's right. What about you? What do you think about the whole team?
Well, first of all, I was honored to receive the message from Bill. I've known Bill for quite a while. I've always admired his game. I watched his son compete at grappling games. Both two tough guys. So sure. I was pumped for the idea, and it's interesting because I've been watching the quintets. I'm pretty into the jiu-jitsu scene, and so this is something interesting where it's quintet but 3v3. Yeah. So
a lot of people have said that. Yeah. It's very similar, and the rules are a little different too. So
yeah, I gotta see exactly how, because trying to explain the rule set to somebody, even if they do jiu-jitsu, they're like, wait, so if this guy does it's just it takes a second to understand.
It gets complicated.
But it's it's kind of cool. I think the coolest. I've never done anything like it before. I've never done team jiu-jitsu just because it's always 1v1 kind of thing.
Absolutely.
So it's pretty interesting, and it's just thinking about the future of team grappling and just having the one weight that you have to hit, because you could have the two big guys and the little guy. You can have some decent or a team of decent sized guys, but it's interesting how people make up the teams, so
yeah, definitely.
I'm excited for it. So
for sure. When I heard about it too, I wanted to sign up for it, but it's filled up so fast. I was like, it was done. And I don't know if we're affiliated with Tristan, so he probably wanted to get people outside of our gym to train it, to compete at this and whatnot.
For sure.
But when I heard about the concept, I was like, this is amazing. This is next level for jiu-jitsu, because it's really starting to get more well known now. I know 5 years ago people didn't know what the hell jiu-jitsu was, or 10 years ago, but now you talk about it openly with someone who doesn't train at all, and they're like, oh yeah, I know jiu-jitsu, or UFC, or MMA or whatever. So I think it's it's starting to really grow, and that's really my mission in doing jiu-jitsu and putting stuff like this together, because I want to inform people that it's out there. I think it's the most beneficial self-defense tactic tactic you can ever get. Just situational awareness, just being aware of your surroundings and positioning. Someone grabs your wrist, what do you do? Reactions, all that stuff. So, so that when I heard about the team aspect of it, it reminded me of wrestling. Duels for wrestling. I was like, that's really cool. And plus, you can have like you said, 3 real big dudes, 3 real small guys. There's no like cap or there's no minimum limit. So you can have a team of little guys that could take out a whole team of big guys, which would be
nuts,
fucking
right?
awesome. Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be really sweet. So again, I was just super stoked about it, and then I got the opportunity to commentate for it. And I do this stuff when I'm watching MMA. I'm watching fights or grappling matches. I'm commentating anyway, so I was like, this is perfect. So I was super excited about it. I'm super excited to meet all the teams too. Get more involved in the community, get more involved in the jiu-jitsu community.
For sure, it's a big community.
Yeah, and just spread it, because I think more people could really benefit from the life skills and the self-defense techniques from jiu-jitsu. It's a well-rounded martial art, in my personal opinion.
It's good. A lot of people that are like corporate too. Like people can't like train boxing all the time because they can't go to work with black guys and shit. With like jiu-jitsu, you can just fight 100%. You might catch an accidental knee or something, or like an elbow, but it's just one of those martial arts where you can just really go at it without much repercussions. So
absolutely, yeah. I feel a lot of guys tell me it's like also for longevity. You want to keep training and training. You can't always be punching each other, kicking each other in the head constantly. Like that gets old real quick. So
Bill's like, I beg to differ.
Well, if you're the one getting hit, but with grappling, you can do that more long term. You can do that in your 60s, 70s, 80s probably. But the longevity factor of it, I think, is awesome. All right, so on to the next question. Do you guys all train together, like at the same gym, or how are you guys training together for this?
We don't train at the same gym. Okay. I did go to his gym the other day for open to Mat, cool. And it was ridiculous. They had some high level black belts there and stuff like that.
It was upper belt training for all the brown and black belts in the Chicagoland area.
Oh, so, nice.
Yeah, we just basically like cycle who hosts it, and we just happened to be hosting it. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he was gonna bring Bill Jr., but I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, time didn't allow it. But you know what though? I'm glad I went. I mean, it's like that was some good jiu-jitsu. So it's and the thing is like I've been to places where I fought someone and I beat them, and then I go to the gym and train with the people, and I'm not invited in because I beat their and I'm like,
wow,
yeah.
Really?
So I mean, we need to cross train.
Yeah,
regardless,
absolutely.
if you beat me, I'm going to invite you to my gym so I can figure out how I can beat you next time.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like, and that's what it should be. That's what training's about.
Absolutely.
And to me, this is a sport. It's a sport of honor.
Yeah.
It's not look how big I am.
Yep.
Because I don't do that.
Respect and honor.
Exactly. It's like, look, man, you got me this time. Let's next time.
Exactly.
There's always that's what we train for.
Absolutely. 100%.
And that's why I said with this kid though. He pushes me to a different level, and I'm telling you, man, it's like he's got me doing crazy things.
Yeah.
It's like things that I don't want to do. It's like yesterday we did a burpee challenge and stuff like that. But in burpee, it's not just a simple little jump.
Yeah.
He had me bring my knees to my chest and crazy things, and stuff.
Yeah.
But and you can attest to this. When you train with someone, those are the hardest people to beat when you train with them all the time.
They know what you do. They know your game. Yep. You got to constantly change it up.
Like, and that's why he keeps pushing me, and I'm like, and he keeps saying, Dad, one day I'm going to it'll happen one day.
Very soon.
Yeah, no, it'll happen one day, but let's
catch them while sleeping.
Let's not be too optimistic.
No, he keeps getting better.
Yeah, of course. That's what jiu-jitsu's all about.
Growing together.
Yeah, and that's the fun part. You guys get to take part in this together and
for sure.
Build, develop, having a friendship, a relationship with your dad. Like that's huge.
My dad's a huge bodybuilder. He's like,
really?
He's like 280, 285.
Holy
massive,
Jesus.
but like he wrestled like back in the day, but like he always watches jiu-jitsu, and he's like, I wish I can do jiu-jitsu, but it's like, he can't even like scratch his own back right now. He's like, he's just big dude, but
that's what happens when you lift like that.
So he got me, into just like, lifting at an early age, and that was always something that like supplemented like, like football, wrestling, and like, my active lifestyle. So it's just fit right in with jiu-jitsu, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys just like travel to each other's gyms, train with each other.
Like I've been over to his a couple, and but me and this kid, we train every day.
Cool.
Okay, like we wake up in the morning. Sometimes we'll do a 6 o'clock session. Then we'll have class at night and everything like that. And then if we can squeeze something in, we'll squeeze it in.
Absolutely.
But training's about technique. We do a lot of technique. Then we do some sparring. But then it's about being fit.
Absolutely.
It's like, and this is gonna sound funny, but I don't do jujitsu to get fit.
Yeah.
I keep myself fit so I can do jiu-jitsu.
Absolutely.
Does that make sense?
100%.
And I can do it at a higher level by doing that. And people are like, oh my goodness. And if you train smart,
you don't get the injury.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I think that overall, that's the whole idea behind what jiu-jitsu is all about. Is pretty much what you just said. But last question, actually second to last question.
All right.
You guys it's coming up in hot. We got like 5 days left before this tournament. When you guys first started training for it, were you guys doing anything differently than you're doing now? Like, do you guys believe in like tapering down on training when it comes to jiu-jitsu?
Always ready.
Always ready. Love it. What do you think?
No, I 100%. I train. You train like you fight like you train.
Absolutely.
So the thing is, we're intense. Mm-hmm. We're not going to be stupid,
yes.
But we're intense and we keep going. I remember I had one individual come over to one of my classes and he went to other gyms and stuff like that. He's like, even your warm-ups, you treat every day like you're fighting.
Yeah.
Because I am fighting every day.
Absolutely.
It's like you got to be ready. So why taper off right now?
Yeah.
And I get it. When you talk about like wrestling and stuff like that, they say you got to do this and you got to peak at this time.
Yeah.
I think that's crap, and I can show it is.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah. We'll see it on Saturday for sure, right?
For sure.
What about you, William? What do you think about it? Are you on board with your dad? You just always ready?
I'm always ready.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. I feel like a lot of people, especially jiu-jitsu, it's less, like the training itself is less impactful. Like you're not punching each other and stuff like that. So
I'll take it one step farther.
Yeah.
I eat my meals so that afterwards, when I'm done finishing my meal, I still am able to perform if I have to for any reason.
Absolutely.
If I get that call, I'm there.
Yeah, you get the call, you're always there.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's how you stay ready right there.
Yep.
That's awesome. Well, I'm really excited to watch you guys on Saturday. It's going to be one hell of a battle. Let's talk about the teams a little more. That's what we're going to finish off with. So
cool.
You got Think Fit with like yourselves, Rodriguez All-Stars. That's Danny Rodriguez, Josh Ekman, and Tom Higgins. And then we have Foundation Chicago, Elias Cepeda, Jerry Cepeda, and Rami Daoud. That's his name. Do you guys know any of these competitors? Have you trained with them before? You can go ahead and start.
I know the Cepeda. I don't know if they're brothers or if they're cousins. I know them.
Yeah, they're cousins.
Yeah,
yes.
I know them pretty well. I've competed against Jerry before.
Nice.
I never got a chance to train with Tom Higgins, but we've always been at the same competitions. And he wears these goggles, man. You got to watch out, dude. It is the greatest thing ever. Like I was like, dude, if I face you, like, could you please wear the goggles? Like I just want those pictures. Like
I think he is gonna.
I just want to be like fighting the spaceman, It's just the funniest thing ever. And then I know Yusuf. I've seen him back and forth at the competitions before.
Cool. Yeah, he's really heavy into it.
Yeah. So
awesome. What about you? Have you trained with any of these guys?
No.
No? Never, huh?
I mean,
he's lying.
Danny, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Danny.
We were talking about that earlier.
Just once, but I don't really pay attention to much people besides my team and myself.
That's right. You're your biggest competition.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. And then you have some history, right?
Yeah. Like I say, I've been around the game for a little bit.
Yeah,
the MMA game, the jiu-jitsu game, things like that. And years and years ago, Danny, we used to train together.
Okay.
And I actually got him a title fight in the Total Fight Challenge.
Nice.
Awesome. And so I know a little bit about him. And he's done good things. I saw that he won a world championship as a brown belt. Mm-hmm. So congratulations to him and things like that. So I would call him more than an acquaintance. I'd call him a friend.
That's awesome.
So.
You get to compete against your friends. I mean,
for sure.
That's a beautiful sport when you can do that. It's a beautiful exchange when you can compete with people you train with, the community. It's awesome. It brings us all together, and it makes us better. Like you said, it's cross training and it's
that's
best.
all it is. That's all it is.
Awesome. Well, again, I'm super excited to see you guys compete. Really excited about Saturday night. Do you have any final words for your opponents? You guys are facing off against.
Danny
Rodriguez All-Stars, first round. Anything to say to them before we get on, or let's talk some smack?
What's up? Let's have fun.
Done. And you?
That's it.
All right, come on, something cool here.
We have a lot of ThinkFit apparel that's going to be available at the venue. So if you want to purchase some ThinkFit apparel, it's the fastest growing apparel company in the U.S. So get on it. That's all I want to say.
Love the shout out. I like how you snuck that in right before we finished up.
Tom, wear your goggles.
Yeah, right. I want to say thank you. He gave me one of these ThinkFit shirts. Really dope shirt. It's an honor.
Know who you are.
I said, wow, this is a nice shirt. And then I opened it up and it said, I know. So I know it was good stuff right there.
That's awesome.
But thank you for that. I really appreciate you bringing me that.
Problem.
Why don't you tell us about ThinkFit? What is ThinkFit?
Okay, ThinkFit apparel, like I say, I've been in the game for a while, and I've seen a lot of apparel companies and things that come and go that are made by businessmen that don't really care about us, and they rip and everything like that. So what I did is I thought I'd start pioneer my own business and stuff. So I got with a quality company, ThinkFit Apparel, and basically we can make anything from wrestling singlets to gis to, you name it, we got it. Even, hey, women, we have sports bras. So, we're doing fantastic things. The thing about ThinkFit Apparel is that we have a message behind us, okay? It's not just Reebok, Nike, it's Think Fit, because we want you to think fit, we want you to be fit, okay? We want people to look great in our clothes and out of our clothes.
Awesome.
All right?
Awesome. Well, thank you for that. Appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys coming out, being on the show.
Thank you, man.
Super excited to watch you guys on Saturday. I'm super excited to watch all the teams. It's going to be an awesome performance by all of the teams. Again, it's on Saturday, coming Saturday. Doors open at 5 o'clock. Matches will start at 5:30, and then there'll be grappling in the beginning and Muay Thai towards the end. So we're really excited to get this thing going. Again, this is First Round Stoppage podcast brought to you by Daily Strike Media. ThinkFit, Team ThinkFit for Battle Crew Grappling here today. Thank you again for coming out. And
thanks for having us.
Absolutely. And thanks everyone for watching. Take care.